What is up and is going on, guys? Simpzy here, and today for you, my first episode of Season 3 of my Manchester United career mode, guys. It's back! You guys asked for it, so here it is. Also, guys, if you'd like to see Season 4 of my Manchester United career mode, make sure to put in the comment section down below and just let me know. If you don't want me to do Manchester United Season 4, I'll most likely move on to maybe, I don't know, Crystal Palace, Southampton, quite possibly Florentina. But guys, this season is going to be a little bit different to every other season. Now, firstly, the videos are going to be longer. The videos are going to be between 10 to 15 minutes. So that means there'll be a lot less episodes in this season, but there'll be a lot jam-packed content. I've also bumped up the difficulty to Legendary. It wasn't World Class previously. And yeah, so now making the episodes longer, and I'm also I'm going to simulate a lot more matches. And I'm going to not record some of them, because basically it's just wasting time, and you guys don't like to see simulation matches regardless. So guys, if you'd like to see Season 4, this is going to be the format. So I would say there's probably going to be 6 or 7 episodes in this season, but they're going to be like 15 minutes long, which is awesome. So some of the pre-contracts we did in last season, Mark Nunn. Was it Nunn? I can't remember. I wasn't even looking at the screen. But I do know we have Sami Hanovic. Bun. Sorry, Bun, not Nunn. And basically I'm going through here, and I'm going through trying to sell some players. Javier Hernandez, 27 years of age, 82 overall. We're going to pop him up on the transfer. Now, I did put Wayne Rooney. He is 29. He's one of the only Manchester United players who actually are from United originally. They're in the first team squad. Danny Welbeck we're putting up on a loan. Rafael, we're going to keep there for the time being, but his brother Fabio we're going to put up on a loan. And also, guys, I'm not too far ahead in this Season 3, so make sure to put in the comment section down below players you'd like me to sign. Now, I probably will need a new striker, because Wayne Rooney, which I'm hopefully going to try and sell, so I'm thinking maybe Mario Balotelli. But guys, make sure to put in the comment section down below players. I don't really have any specific preferences. If you don't want to suggest players, can put in the comments down below some constructive criticism of the seasons, how I can better my videos. Even though I don't reply to comments because I refuse to use Google+, I do read every single comment and formulate an opinion, and I really do think about your comments, and I take them into account. So basically here, guys, we're going through the loans. Now, in this episode, we have a lot of transfer window sort of stuff. So we've only got one match in this episode, but in every other, there's going to be most definitely 2 games. There quite possibly could be 3 games per episode, which is awesome. And the first match we have in this episode is against Liverpool in the Community Shield. Now, I'm putting on loan some of the Swedish players we did sign. We haven't really had anyone that outstanding, but Melm and Milborg seem to be quite average. Now, Asmir Vegovic is an 85 overall goalkeeper. He's 28 years of age, so he's still pretty young, and we're getting a hell of an amount of transfer. So I was like, right, if you want Begovic, we're going to sell him big. We're going to do a David De Gea. We sold David De Gea to FC Porto in the first season for 40 million. So I was like, we're going to have to top that to make it 50. And if you guys can remember, we did manage to sign Begovic, was it 3.5 or 4.5 million? I can't quite remember. But now people are giving offers of like 4 times his worth. That is just absolutely astounding. Now, Mackay, he could be a quite promising player. Inter Milan gave us an offer for 22 million for Begovic, and I said no. He has a buyout clause of 50 million. You're going to have to do that. And when I was setting those loan players up, I kind of wished that you could do a free Terstegen, sorry, Terstegen, fuck. I don't know why I keep on saying Terstegen. Ended up going on a loan to Swansea. Now, I would like to get back to the loan offers, but if you guys can remember, Shinji Kagawa left quite a while ago, and I've actually re-signed Marco Reus. Now, I did buy Marco Reus originally from Borussia Dortmund. I bought him for around about the 50 million mark. I ended up selling him after his spectacular season at United for 130 million. Now, I've just gone and bought it back for 51 million. We've had a roughly, what is that, 70, 80 million profit? God fucking damn it on Marco Reus. Now, Marco Reus is back into the squad with Ozil and Goetze, his former German buddies. And we had some offers for Ozil to go to City. I don't really want to think about selling Ozil at this point in time. So, we ended up signing Royce. So Royce is coming back into the squad. We've got a very German team now. And I'm hoping, a lot of people didn't actually say like re-sign Royce. I don't even think there was one comment about that. But that's a hell of a good piece of profit. Seeing in last season, we actually beat Barcelona in the Champions League. Van Persie, PK, and obviously Royce. We've had a weird sort of what's it called? We have like a weird sort of negotiation sort of thing with Barcelona. But we bought Marco Reus back, which is awesome. Fabio got a loan from Rayo Vallecano. Now, I just want to quickly go back to the loan thing. I really wish they should put this in this game. They should really put free loans. So you can send off a player that you don't have to pay for their wages. You just send them off to get experience. Because I do know some of the lower leagues would want like Malachi, who's a 65 overall, 7 years of age. They want to play him because they don't have enough money to sign anyone else. They could really, even like a player that young could actually really help the team. And I really wish they should put that in FIFA 15, sorry, FIFA 15. God damn it, that sounds weird. But also put in the comment section down below. Maybe what are some of your thoughts and opinions how we could better career mode or EA? I say we. I'm setting up my my scouting network here. I did sign a Finnish and a Russian scout in the last season. Basically, because when you're at the end of the season, you do get a lot of money if you win the Champions League and the title. But that money doesn't carry on. It basically just leaves. So I sent my Russian scout to Russia. And I'm going to get him to go to defenders. And I went to Finland to get a... I didn't really care. I just fucking whatever. I've got my Swedish player actually looking... my Swedish scout looking for... attackers. So hopefully we'll be able to get maybe some young youth players. I'm not really good into the youth system because you have to put a lot of time and effort into it. But Barcelona actually offered for Bale. No way that is happening. Now Juventus made an offer for Javier Hernandez, and I'm quite happy to negotiate that player. He obviously hasn't gone up in stats. I didn't really give him as much as a run because I did sign a lot of other players. PK, an offer from Manchester City. Now, I'm quite possibly going to sell PK quite shortly, but from that price range, I don't really want to send him to anyone in the Barclays Premier League, a rival club. Maybe I might send him back to Spain. But Javier Hernandez is a hot topic. A lot of Spanish clubs are trying to sign him, which is funnily enough. Atletico Madrid putting in a couple of bids. We're going for another counter offer here. And we're near at the end of the January, the transfer window, guys. We've still got a couple more highlights coming up before the match, but make sure, guys, if you're enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like. And nothing is set in stone. If you don't want me to do season 4, I won't do it. If you want me to do season 4, I will. Like, it's very I don't know, adjustable, you could say. So we did have our first match of the season. It was a friendly against Lille. We lost 1-0. Kalou ended up getting on the score sheet. Atletico Madrid coming back and forth on the negotiations. Schalke made a bid, 25 million, I said to Schalke. But it looks quite certain that Hernandez will leave Manchester United. Now, I was looking at this guy, Markovic, and I was like, holy shit, this guy looks incredible. He's a Serbian, he's 88 overall, and he's only 23 years old. I was like, right, we really do need to sign this guy. If we can pick him up. But, if you see in the bottom there, he's been approached by Manchester City. I was like, okay, maybe we can get him on a loan. He's got 11 months left of his contract. I was like, man, if we can sign this guy, that would be awesome. Also, Brimiam could be a quite possible target because he's quite young. He's 85 overall. He's 24 years of age. He's worth 24 million. He's 85 overall, and he's still really fucking young. Basically, I'm just looking for first-team quality players, and these are basically the ones that are coming up. Paul Pogba's obviously up there. Now, I did ask for some additional funds from the Manchester United board, and they were happily to grant me just under 10 million. Which is good. We had a match against Bayern, a friendly. We ended up winning 3-1. Neymar scoring a hat-trick and Cruz scoring another one. But unfortunately, we couldn't actually get the centre-back signing, and he actually went to our rival club, Manchester City. So that's shit. But that is the team. That's what the team's looking like at the moment. And we are, of course, versing Liverpool. Now, an interesting signing. Manchester City are going ham. They actually signed Gundogan from Atletico Madrid. And we have our one signing of Marco Reus for 51 million. He probably thought, right, I've gone to Barcelona, I've lost, I don't know if they won the league title, I'm not too sure. I lost the Champions League, I've lost a lot of cups, and I basically didn't really pick up his form at Barcelona. I was looking at the amount of goals and stuff he scored. It wasn't really as much, obviously, at United, because obviously I'm playing, so he's obviously going to score more goals. But he thought, why not? I want to return back to Manchester United. I had a good run there, and Simpzy is willing to bring me back for 51 million. That's fucking crazy. That is so awesome. We ended up making a ridiculous amount of profit, and that money went to buying Gareth Bale. So really, we have an awesome team. Now, Vidal actually plays for Liverpool, if you guys can't remember. Neymar ends up breaking the deadlock. And of all places, I'm fucking Neymar. He's absolutely ridiculous. Now, guys, I am playing on Legendary. You do need to remember that. So we might be losing some fixtures here and there in the next couple of episodes. I wouldn't be surprised. But here's the highlight there. Straight. Awesome. Just straight and awesome with the nice left foot. Is that the same goal? I'm not too sure if that was the highlights or that was another goal that I accidentally didn't record. But sometimes your Mayo Gatto fucks up about that. We'll just have to see for the next clip if we're winning 2-0. Nope, 1-0. We'll still look at Wayne Rooney making a nice piece of play. Unfortunately, just goes wide of Slumdog Mingale. Royce trying to score on his debut, trying to win himself back into the squad. And I'm still very upset that Kagawa left Manchester United. But of all players to score, Marco Reus cutting in on that left-hand side, and he scores an absolute howler. His first goal back in Manchester United. Look at that superb goal from Marco Reus, and I'm so happy to name him as a Manchester United player once more. Look at that, and it wasn't Slim Dog Mingale, sorry, it was actually Pepe Reina. He came back from his loan from Napoli. I thought he would have been in goal, the Belgium goalkeeper. But Marco Reus, I was so happy for him to score in his debut. And being 2-0 against Liverpool is pretty good. We're making another nice piece of play here. Fucking Wayne Rooney gets bumped there. Alaba with an amazing through ball to Bale. And tries to do a bit of a cheeky dink over Pepe Reina. But it wasn't enough to make it 3-0. Neymar. Just every shot I put on goal. If I get in that box, Neymar is going to score. If I fucking belt it, it's definitely going. If I can't finesse it, it's obviously... But yeah, the finesses in this game are a little bit up in the air. But Neymar scores his second, 3-0, and it's quite well deservedly. We've won the Champions League twice. We've won the Barclays Premier League twice. And we're looking clear favourites for both. And I'm hoping I can win the Champions League 3 years in a row. We'll just have to see about that one. But guys, remember, put in the comment section down below players you'd like me to sign up. Like I said, I'm not too far ahead on this series. And I'd like to know your thoughts and opinions about that one. Maybe if I sell Rooney, I probably quite possibly be getting Balotelli. That has been probably one of the most fan favourites. And of course, you cannot outrule Cristiano Ronaldo, bringing him back into the squad. But I don't know whether or not I want to buy Ronaldo. I don't, like, where's he going to play? I've got so many world-class players, and there's so many other players I like to bring into the squad. Like, Balotelli would have an insane growth rate. And I did play with Ronaldo at Madrid a lot. But, hey, put in the comment section down below. But we ended up winning the Community Shield 3-0. And it's a good piece of silverware. Suso there. Now, he might be a player we might need to pick up in the future. He's quite young. He's in my Spanish team. And he has been playing well from what I'm simulating. Speaking about my my international team, I don't really care about Spain. I wholly and solely, when I told you when I first signed the contract with Spain, I was just going to simulate it. All I wanted to do, because of the global transfer network and you can't see other players, I basically just signed the contract so I could see the best Spanish players and hopefully sign some of them. But Wayne Rooney is lifting the Community Shield once more for Manchester United. What a captain he has been. He's captained two Champions Leagues, 2 Barclays Premier League titles, and now he's lifting up. I'll be interested to see my stats of how much silver I've got. But Manchester United are victorious again, and we've really brought them back to their former glory, which is awesome, awesome stuff. I'm really stoked with the way this career mode's going. But we have some outstanding players in there. Goetze, Marco Reus, Ozil, the fucking German 3 midfielders. And actually quite interested to see the German international team. I reckon that'd be beast. Maybe I should think about signing for them if I do in fact resign from Spain. We have the young Welshman Gareth Bale up front, the young Brazilian Neymar, the fucking sexy skiller, and then we have Wayne Rooney, who's just solid, brutal captain, which is awesome. So guys, it's coming to the end of the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. If you put it all the way through, make sure to leave a like if you like the new format of this season. So I'm going to end it here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Simpzy. I'm out, ladies and friends, and you go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you very much, guys. Goodbye.